Mini Wargamer Dave here from miniwargaming.com. Welcome, Wargamers, to the Shrine of Chaos. Today we have a special guest. This is Leo from Leo Workstation. You may have seen some of his creations on Instagram. He is the cosplayer. He is the one that makes these amazing helmets, a couple of which I have commissioned myself. So I'm very excited to show those off and to show off some of his awesome works today. Leo, welcome to the Shrine. How are you?
Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you for having me. And hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very fine, thank you.
Excellent. Now, where are you? Where are you coming from? What country are you located in?
Well, I am from Europe, a country called Portugal. It's a small little country between Spain and the ocean.
Okay. All right. Nice. And I'm guessing that being from Portugal, you speak multiple languages.
Yeah. Well, uh, most of Portuguese people kind of speak Spanish because our languages are very similar. So
Hmm.
yeah, I have learned in school. So yeah, I speak English, Spanish. Well, I learned for about a year Japanese, but
Ooh, nice.
everything is gone now. Everything is gone.
Awesome. That's super cool. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting like Portuguese, Spanish, English, but that's super cool. So for those of you who are tuning in right now, there is a giveaway that we'll be doing today, and that will be some heavy intercessors. So that's going to be a little bit later on in the stream. So if you see people commenting, hey, have they done the giveaway yet? Perhaps you can give us a hand and just comment back. Say if they haven't done the giveaway yet, that'll be later on in the stream. And that'll be for a lucky viewer. We'll get you to type something in the comments, probably something to do with cosplay or with helmets or that sort of thing. So let's show this off right here, because this is the wonderful helmet that you made me. This is the first one that you made me. So super
Yeah, it's a
excited,
difficult one.
super stoked for that. This is a commissioned cosplay helmet. Here, let's put it on so you can see exactly what it looks like. It has the respirators and everything. Super cool. Super light as well, so you can put it on. You can honestly, this probably count as a mask if you went in public. Like it wouldn't be, yeah, like
Yeah, almost, yeah.
it covers everything, right? Some people going around with like helmets and gas masks, whatever. Like this would probably count. So
And way more stylish than a regular mask.
100%. I agree with that. Absolutely. So a question for you about this in general. Where did it start? When did you start making, helmets, doing cosplay? Where did it begin for you?
So I have the story that from speaking with other 40K fans, I find it very relatable because many people have a similar story to me. Um, I've been cosplaying for many years now. I started in 2015, okay? But the idea of Warhammer appeared in, well, a rather low point in my life. And, well, the lore, the community, everything helped me to become better, okay?
Hmm.
And I decided, okay, so Warhammer has this crazy aesthetics, very cool.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try to make one Space Marine armor for myself. And I decided, and well, I eventually made one full Space Marine armor for myself.
Do you mean like a
Like I
suit,
said,
an entire suit?
exactly an
Oh
entire
wow.
suit. Uh, Salamander, my
Oh.
favorite chapter. And after that, well, while I was creating the costume, I always kept um, YouTube on with lore videos, and I've become more and more addicted to it. And when I finished the suit, I was like, "Yeah, I finished, but I want more." I had so much fun that I wanted to keep going. And well, I got to the conclusion that in order to create more elements and just don't fill up the house, why not try to sell them? See if
Mm.
people like my work.
Yeah.
I made a small experiment. I created my store on Etsy, And well, the first one really took a bit long to sell, but after the first one, orders just begin to fall one after another. And at the moment, I've been very lucky because I'm always receiving more and more orders and well, meeting new people interested in my work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's certainly your work speaks for itself, right? Like the quality and the workmanship and just the cool factor. I mean, here, let's give you a full view of this. This was my first choice because I wanted a Space Marine, and if I'm being honest, very much I reached out to you, very much inspired by Chapter Master Valor because I saw his Imperial Fist helmet that he had. I'm like, dang, that's cool. Where do you get that from? I want one. Not Imperial Fist specifically, but I want a helmet. And so, were it not for him showing off his helmet, I wouldn't have contacted you. So, shout out to him for sure. So, I'm going to show off some
Funny
of your.
thing,
Go ahead. Yes.
uh, funny thing, the Imperial Fist was my first helmet commission of Warhammer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So his helmet was the guinea pig then.
No. Not I didn't make that one. My first commission, it was for some other person, was an Imperial Fist.
No, your first
The one
Warhammer,
that
your first Warhammer commission, right?
exactly. The
Yeah.
the one that I made for Chapter Master Valrak was his own custom created chapter. It was a
Ah.
Primaris. I don't remember
So it wasn't Imperial Fist.
the chapter's name.
It wasn't Imperial Fist. It was something else.
No. It was a successor from the Fist. It was the
Ah.
Reclaimers of Dorn. Yes,
Okay. Cool.
it was this um, met- like steel colored Primaris helmet with a lion and the crest.
Mm. So here I have another one that you've commissioned me that I want to show off to the people. Here, actually, just so you guys can see it. There we go. This was the number 2. I wanted a Core Berserker helmet because I saw some previous ones that you made. Like, oh, okay, that's just super sweet. And so,
Yeah, it was my second Berserker. That one.
all right. So, Leo, what I want to do is I actually want to go to your Instagram here and show off some of your stuff. So, by the way, Leo Workstation on Instagram. That's Leo's Instagram. So if you want to head over there and just kind of follow along and see what we're looking at. Black Templar. Oh, nice. So
Oh, I have that one right here. If you want to see it.
sure, yeah. Let's take a look at the in-person one.
So the last one I finished, it was this chaplain.
Nice.
I still haven't sent it to the owner because it's drying the ink before I ship it. I don't want the ink to get damaged. So yeah, it will stay with me for 1 or 2 days. But yeah, this one I normally make everything by hand, but this one because of the skull face, I decided to 3D print it.
So the crazy thing about that is it actually looks like it's much heavier than it is. Like
Oh yeah.
yeah, like it looks like a full weighted, what the helmet would be. And so, do you divulge the materials that you use, or is that a trade secret?
No. Whenever someone wants to get well into the hobby, I always try to
Mm.
help that person because this is very fun. It's a good way for us to pass our time to satisfy our artistic needs, and well, I also made very many friends along the way because of this hobby. So yeah, it's my way of knowing new people. So I use a material called EVA foam. It's a very lightweight material, non-toxic. So it's excellent for costuming, making armors.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's not that expensive, and yeah, it's perfect for these kinds of works.
EVA foam. So let's go back in your stuff. Here's a lot. Wow, there's So many. So a lot looks like a lot of the recent work anyway is Space Marine or either Adeptus Astartes or Heretic Astartes types of helmets. You got a Terminator helmet here. That looks like a corn
I'm
helmet.
actually making one right now.
Is that? Would you say that's your preference? Um, has that turned into the majority of your commissions? I see some other stuff here too, but it looks like it's a lot of Space Marine.
Yeah, no, most of the people want loyalists. Yeah, and because these kinds of work are getting a bit famous, that's the main thing I get requested. It's Space Marine helmets being their loyalist or traitor. But yeah, mostly loyalists. Um, I think that at the moment I have two traitors to make and 7 or 8 loyalists. So yeah, that gives you a good ratio.
So here's the interesting thing. You don't 3D print anything, right? This is EVA foam that you just cut from a design.
No. Normally, I hand make everything, but like I told you, in this case, for example, the skull face was 3D printed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess in those cases, yes, but like for the most part, I'm talking about like the, I guess the basic structure of the helmet, like with the mask and
Oh,
the teeth
yeah,
and stuff. That's different. I mean, something like this
yeah,
that
yeah,
we're
yeah,
looking
exactly,
at, this is all sculpted, right?
exactly. I can tell you that in probably 25 helmets that I made so far, only two had 3D printed pieces. The rest were 100% made by hand.
That's crazy. That's cool. Because it looks like this is, you know, me. I don't know anything about this stuff. So when I'm looking at it, it looks like it's vacuum formed. It looks like it's made out of a factory. So that's super cool. Would you say a lot of people like the
Well,
battle scars on their helmets?
oh yeah. Every Probably everybody that likes Warhammer knows that a clean helmet is not a very well accurate helmet for the setting. Well, to be a realistic Space Marine armor, it has to have that grim dark aesthetic.
Mm.
Yeah, scars, cuts, indents. For example, when I'm making a helmet, I always try to ask the customer what is their favorite enemy. I think I also asked you this question.
I think you
What
did
is
too.
their
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
yeah there yeah because when they tell me, for example, I prefer orcs, for example, then the kind of battle damage that I'll give to that person's helmet um, will be related to the kind of weaponry that that enemy will use. For example, orcs, those big craters of big well big shots, maybe scorch marks. For example, if the person really likes Eldar, for example,
Hmm.
I'll make probably small cuts, necrons. I'll make that green plasma energy, like dissolving the metal and stuff like that.
So here's a question about this one here. This looks like a, um, I mean, it's Imperium. It looks like a Dark Angel, maybe.
Which one?
The one with the creature as its other shoulder pad. It's a green marine.
It's the okay. It was my cosplay, the Salamander.
Okay, this is the salamander. All right. So that picture is awesome, by the way. It looks like it's that could be an illustration. Like that's how good it looks. Uh,
Yeah,
and you still have it?
there is a yeah, I still have it. Yeah, the sad thing about that photo shoot was that at the moment I didn't have the backpack made. So yeah, whenever I look at that picture, I'm always
Oh,
misses
I guess that's
the
true.
power
Now
pad.
that you say that, I guess I do notice that it's
You
not
can't,
there, but I didn't notice right away. So had you not said that,
but
I
yeah,
wouldn't have known.
but now you can't unsee it.
So here it is.
Yeah, I still have it. I used it. I used it maybe 3 times, 4 times,
Okay.
and then coronavirus hit, and it's been
So here's a
split in
question
the
then.
garage.
With this suit, are you on stilts inside it, or is it like scaled so that you can just fit right inside it and move around normally?
Yeah, okay, that's a very good question. Many people ask me that. Whenever we see Space Marine cosplayers, they always use those huge armors, but there's a problem with huge armors: mobility.
Right.
And when I make costume for myself, I always try to dress and undress alone by myself. Try to walk it in conventions alone without needing help. So,
Hmm.
well, in order to be more comfortable, I had to make it a bit smaller. And one thing that I really wanted was the hands to be my own hands, and didn't have and don't need platforms for the hands, and make fake gloves, for example. So yeah, I made it a bit smaller. I think I had about 2 meters with the costume on. Gave me more 15 centimeters about that.
Yeah.
50 centimeters more.
That's cool. I
But
mean,
yeah,
that makes sense though. Mobility is huge, right? Because as fun as it is to be like what the scale would be if you're walking around in convention and stuff, and you're super high, you're like 8 feet tall. There is
yeah,
an impracticality about it where you're just super slow when you're moving,
exactly.
right? And it takes a
And
long time to
and
get in and out of. And
exactly, stairs is practically impossible. And I used that armor for a competition that I entered, and it would be impossible to get on stage, for example. I would always need to have friends with me, and that would kind of ruin the convention experience for them as well. And yeah, I don't want that. I want to get to have fun, to be able to go to people, to interact with people with the armor on. And if it's too big, I won't be able to do that.
yeah, it's interesting. If I were to choose, I think D-Nexus, I think you hit it right on the head where you talked about like true scale armors. Like it's cool to look at, right? But if I were to wear one, I would prefer to wear one that's scaled to my size so that I can move around and have
Yeah.
mobility, for sure. What does it say on the shoulder pad there? What are the
Uh,
words?
if I remember correctly, I think it's Ignis in Proelium. It's let me just see. I don't want to say, so I don't want to mislead you. That shoulder. Well, now I'm confused. I don't really remember, but I think it was. Yeah, I don't remember. I searched. Well, I was new to the Warhammer lore at the moment, at the time,
Ah,
so
yes.
I was searching for battle cries and well, famous quotes from Salamander soldiers, and that one came out. I really thought that it sounded cool, and I added that. I'm trying to remember now.
Hey, there's your backpack.
Oh,
Dang,
yeah, I
what's
made it
this?
after.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, yeah, that's neat. It could be like, how they do the renderings for video games? Like that's kind of
Yeah,
what this looks like with the quality of the armor, of course, and then the photography. Like that's what I think of when I see this.
yeah.
Uh,
Which picture are you looking at?
Looking at this one here, where it says, "In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war," and there's kind of
Ah, okay, that one.
smoke around you.
Yeah, that one was really cool. Yes.
And then before then, there looks like there's a bunch of projects kind of leading up to it.
Oh yeah. Before that, there is nothing Warhammer related. Mostly Blizzard. Yeah, Warcraft, Diablo, Goblin Slayer.
So it's turned into Warhammer, or mostly Warhammer.
Yeah, now it's mostly Warhammer. I'm at that point where I want to make costume for myself, and I don't even have time because I have so many helmets to make, and whenever I have some time, I'm like, I would really like to try to make a thousand sun helmet, and I find myself creating another helmet just because, just because.
Just because it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Power Rangers. Nice. So, okay, here's a question for people watching. If you were to have Leo make a helmet for you, what would you have him make? And I say that, and it's kind of a tease because right now you're closed for commissions. But just in the wishful thinking kind of mental exercise, what would be cool? What would you want?
Well, I'm not really really close to commissions. I'm still accepting commissions, although only after January because up until well
Ah, okay.
until that month
So
I
it's just a
have
long wait right now.
exactly a long line.
This is a cool picture.
Yeah, funny thing. Whenever I make that question,
Mm-hmm.
what helmet would people prefer? Lots of people, really lots and lots of people want the like the Corvus pattern helmet, the Beaky voice.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought that that model would be so much famous. Well, I'll be making one in a few weeks.
Oh, nice.
Um, yeah, Raven Guard helmet.
Yeah, it is super popular, which is funny because it's super old, but maybe that's why it's popular.
Mm.
So, okay, question. Would you ever consider accepting a commission for another full suit of armor?
Well, I have accepted one. I am making a Grimalda's armor at the moment.
Ooh.
Um, well, in the near future, probably not, because this one that I'm making, it will be an experiment because it's one thing to send to another continent, for example, a
Mm-hmm.
box with a helmet
Mm-hmm.
inside,
Yep.
and on the other side, huge box with a full armor inside. For example, the shipping expenses are crazy, crazy. It's really expensive.
Yeah, it would be for sure.
Uh, yeah. So this one will be an experiment, and depending on the outcome, yeah, maybe next year I might accept another full armor.
Well, that's good to know for the future.
Oh, and by the way, you asked me if I only made Space Marine and Chaos helmets. I have also made a Guardsman helmet.
Oh yes, I think I saw that. Yeah, right here. Yeah, here's the Guardsman. Was that the one and only, or do you get a few of those?
No, I got a lot of people interested in that, but yeah, so far no one wanted to order any. I made that helmet and the full armor.
This is cool.
Cadian.
If I'm being honest, I spent a lot of time on Instagram, and a lot of that time is honestly just like perusing what people are up to and what they're making, what they're painting, what they're creating. And so it's you're one of those accounts where I can get lost in looking at all the pictures, where there's so much eye candy
Yeah,
and it's different and unique. And oh yeah, look at this Death Guard one, sweet.
many different colors there.
Yeah, no, it's cool. So for those of you who are just joining the stream, um, here, let's go back here for a second. So this is Leo from Leo Workstation, and he's a cosplayer, and he's making all these awesome helmets. He's made me a couple, and there's actually another one in commission, currently in commission right now. And he makes his cool stuff. I wanted to, I reached out to you, Leo. I wanted to showcase some of your awesome stuff because I like having a variety of different types of guests on the shrine and kind of showcasing what exists in our hobby and in the community, and just kind of shining some light in different areas. And so this is super neat. I love this. I love how this exists in our community. And I love how it's a thing that can be enjoyed as well. Like, I don't know, like you doing this, you do all the cosplay and all the creation of that. Do you play the tabletop game? Do you play Warhammer at all?
When I was starting to learn about Warhammer, I was like, no, I will never get into the tabletop. It's crazy expensive, and well, the only table game that I play is Monopoly. I'm not suited for this, but well, I changed my mind. I've been spending a lot of money creating my own army. I still haven't played
Hmm.
because I don't have friends that play. Well, the only friend that I have that plays, it's very far away. And yeah, when once the shops begin to reopen for those kinds of events, yeah, I'll probably start playing. Well, trying to learn at least.
Well, that makes sense because I mean, a lot of your time is spent making these and designing these and stuff. So, you know,
Yeah, I spend my time painting those and not the minis. All my minis are still to paint.
to answer your question, someone left a comment. Where's the Instagram? I've left links to all of Leo's stuff in this to his Instagram anyway on this post. So if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, you'll see a link to his Instagram there. So be sure to check him out and see what he's all about and see his updates on his projects. This is one of the helmets that he's made me. So super fun, super cool. Before we go, I'd like to do a couple things. I'd like to do Chaos Comet Bomb. So this one was recommended by Leo. So and it's kind of in honor of the very first one, very first Warhammer helmet that you made. And this is Chapter Master Valric. So I'm going to include a link here.
Oh no. No, it was not my you. He was the first YouTuber that I saw.
Yes.
Talking about Warhammer. No, but the helmet that I made was like 2 months ago.
That was the first Warhammer one?
Yeah. No, what I was telling you is that each chapter, the Imperial Fist, well, it was a coincidence because the seller that purchased my first Warhammer helmet also wanted the Imperial Fist.
Oh, okay. So coincidence.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense now. So the link that I just provided is for the Chaos Comment Bomb. So if you're not sure what that is, click on that link. It'll bring you to a YouTube video and leave a comment. And the comment could be something like, Dave and Leo say hi from the Shrine of Chaos. Or it could be, we love the helmet that Leo made for you that's featured in your videos all the time, Chapter Master Valric. Whatever the comment is, just let him know that he's been Chaos Comment Bombed by the Shrine of Chaos. That's really the most important thing. Sending that love where it needs to go. And hopefully he's all healed up now from his horrible accident he had a couple months back there. So, which it looks like he's definitely doing much better with the amount of videos he's been making recently.
For sure.
And so that's really it for this Chaos Comet Bomb. You know, I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna just kind of like I want to see.
Oh, and don't forget the giveaway.
I'll look at it later. Say again.
And don't forget the giveaway.
And the giveaway, yes. So we do the Chaos Comet Bomb first, and then we do the giveaway after. Now, giveaway is Heavy Intercessors. So to be entered to win, we're just very informal. This is what we're going to do. We're going to tell you a keyword to type in the chat and just type it. And I'm going to literally use my cursor on my mouse here, and wherever the cursor lands is who wins. So Leo, if you would do the honors of choosing the word that people need to type in, what should the word be?
Well, I think it would be suitable. Helmet.
Helmet. Okay, so type in the word helmet, and you will be entered to win the Heavy Intercessors. Or it's a visual indication to us that you're okay with having these sent to you should the cursor wheel land on you. This is fun. I like doing this stuff. I like showcasing this cool eye candy, doing giveaways. That's what the community is all about. I just love it.
So if you still have time, and if you want, I can show you some other helmets, not Warhammer related.
Yeah, let's do that. As people are typing it in, let's see another helmet.
Okay, so one also very grim dark. It was my Fallout helmet, Power Armor Fallout helmet.
Ooh, nice. That's the Brotherhood
I
of Steel?
was, yeah, exactly. I was playing Las Vegas, New Vegas. I don't remember anymore. Um, yeah, I wanted to make the full armor, but I just gave up middle.
Hmm. That's cool.
Well, that was one.
That was super
The
cool.
last one that the last one that I made for myself, it was Monster Hunter helmet.
Ooh. Now, what's that from?
One of Yeah, this is from one of the many Monster Hunters game. It was called Frontier G. It was an MMO that closed last year. Yeah, I made the full armor of this. It's I think it's my second last photo that I posted on Instagram. It has the full armor.
Is that
If
all
you guys
foam?
wanna see it, yeah, this one. And yeah, I'll show you my first helmet. My when I really started making this.
Very, very first helmet. Okay, so let's see what you got here.
Very first helmet. It was
Halo.
inspired in Novel 6 from Halo Reach.
Nice. Oh, cool. That
Yeah,
is
this was the first time that I tried to make. No, not the first time, because this was my second try. The first one went straight to the garbage.
it's a test. All right, all right. Let's scroll here and let's see if we can find a winner. So, all right, let's all count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Corn wants it. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so this is going to go to Enterprise underscore 2001. So, congratulations, Enterprise underscore 2001. You are the winner of these heavy intercessors. Here, let's do this. Let's open up a new thing and then bring you over here. I'm just going to send you a whisper really quick on Twitch. So as I'm doing that, Leo, if you would, could you show off something else you got there? Some more eye candy?
Okay, so let me see what I have. Well, would you like to see more Warhammer stuff or different?
I would say more Warhammer is always good. Yeah, if you get more Warhammer stuff, that'd be great.
Okay, do you want to see Black Templars? More Black Templars?
Sure.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Intercessors.
So, the first one. So I've had this helmet for quite a long time here. It was
Cool.
my second Black Templar.
Like the helmet.
Oh, and one thing that people always ask me is that are they wearable? Yeah, of course they are wearable. You've even placed one on your head. And are they see-through? Can you see with these lenses? Yes, these are completely see-through, so it's safe to use it in the street.
So the answer is yes and yes.
Yes, and yes. And well, I always try to keep away from named characters because it's very difficult to replicate something that already exists. But I wanted to try it, and the customer approached me wanting the Grimaldus helmet, so I made this one. Not the animation version, but the the miniature version.
Ah.
I might just darken it a little bit because I think it's too gray.
I like the grill in the front.
Yeah, it's very iconic from the miniature. Yeah, so far you've seen how they look finished, but yeah, let me show you how they look while building it. So at the moment I'm making a Terminator helmet, and yeah,
Cool.
it's still very early stage. So just a basic shape.
Mm-hmm.
still a lot of work ahead, probably 2, 3 more days. And the customer wanted a Space Wolves Terminator and the lion helm from the Dark Angels Primarch. So yeah, this will be this will be fun. I like making Terminator helmets.
Cool. Well, you certainly have a knack for it, and you're filling this niche, right? And there's a number of cosplayers out there, and I think the most popular I find is Sisters of Battle. I find there's a lot of people, they're into that stuff, and they do that even if they're not into Warhammer. But for some reason, the Sisters of Battle armor is super popular, and then Space Marines, of course. But you're doing the commissions for it, which is super cool, and you're just making all this cool stuff that people can look at and kind of oogle over. So props to you for that, man. Continue doing what you're doing. It's super cool. I'd like to see what you come up with next and the creations that you do. And again, if you guys are watching this and you're watching the recording afterwards, I've provided links to Leo's Instagram, so you can check that out, follow him on Instagram, see what he's doing, see the updates on his projects, and just take a look at the eye candy that exists there. And it's been a pleasure, Leo. Thank you very much for being a guest today on the Shrine of Chaos.
The pleasure was all mine. Thank you very much.
And we'll see you guys next week. Happy wargaming.
Bye, guys.